That's the old catchment tank at Kitete school in the background. Plastic, so it deteriorates really fast. And they're just removing a few of the rocks and trunks of things so that we can put the new tank over there. Back-breaking work pulling these huge boulders out with just a small djembe. Measuring the space where the tank will go, and that's the head teacher or headmaster. Drawing a big circle in the dirt with the tape from the center. This is going to be the introduction of me to the school and what I'm doing.
To show our joy, let us sing the song for the school.
Brutally hard work. Oh. We have it so easy where we live. Do all this manual labor, huge rocks, really heavy. And those rocks get broken up. More rocks. And the tank that the water will go in to make the cement.
Now the technician is putting the stones so that they can start constructing the foundation for the catchment tank. After the stones have been put properly, then is when they start doing the aggregate and then have the tank erected.
It's a bit like putting together pieces of a puzzle, the rocks. The concrete has been mixed and laid down on the stones, and the wire mesh has been put up. The next stage of this is put the plastic around the chicken wire. We're straightening out the wire to make the pieces that attach the chicken wire together to make that goes up around the circumference of the tank. Little lizard hiding in the bushes on the rock there. Now they're filling the buckets with aggregate. It'll be poured around the circle of cement, and then it'll be mixed with water again, taking water out of the tank to begin the mixing concrete process. decided to take the water out manually from the top end. It was taking too long being poured out of the tap. Butterfly coming for the water. Now the ladder is up, one side outside the chicken wire and the other side inside, so that they can climb up and over to plaster the cement on the inside. Piece of PVC piping is being attached to the side of the tank, so that during the rainy season, when there's overflow, that's the overflow pipe, so the tank doesn't explode under pressure. The foreman's having to telephone for more water. That 1,000-litre has already been used up in that first stage of the concrete base. So now need more water to mix that concrete that's being poured into there to plaster out the inside of the tank. How the ties are made that tie the wire together. The children just using some of the sand here to empty the charcoal fire. They used embers in covering it up. Plastic acting as a glove. Of course, just drop down. Now the plastic is being rolled out. And this will go around the periphery. Jared, the foreman, has arrived on the scene to check and see that everything is done. Now the plastic gets secured, further secured with sisal string, wrapped around it several times. Now going in over the top of the tank. They're plastering the inside now, first coat. And now this stage is putting the concrete mix on the outside. The next stage is these supports, which are made on site, as you could see, are put inside the tank. And this is the first stage of doing the this process is done to each of the pieces of wood that are around the edge. Now it is being attached to the side of the tank. Each support will be done in this manner. One of the poles in all will be used for the roof. Putting the plastic now on the roof framing, and after that there will be chicken wire, more chicken wire, and then cement. The wood that's being put up there along the side of the roof is known as facing, and the guttering will be attached to the facing, and so when it rains, of course, it will funnel the water into the tank. Plastic has gone on top of the wood structure, and now the chicken wire is being applied, and then the concrete will be poured onto the chicken wire. It'd be a lot easier if they had wire cutters, but they're used to this way of working. Give them wire cutters and they'd be broken probably within about 5 minutes of use. First layer of concrete is now being put on top of the chicken wire. I don't believe it has any other purpose than to just visually, rather than painting, because paint's very expensive, is to just make the tank look better. 3 layers in total go onto the tank. That's what they'll be doing all day today. This is the last stretch of guttering. Each of these supports are handmade out of wire. Reaching the last stages of the tank, painting the sign. The first letters for Carina, water wells being painted. Not quite sure what the fire is for. I suspect possibly to weld something onto the pipe. As I suspected, they're actually heating up nails in that little fire to punch a hole through the plastic, so it can be a plastic elbow joint.